Good day. How are you today? I started pulling some cards again and decided I'm gonna pull these ones next. Um, Spirit is saying that you have a higher knowing. Ancestors are watching. Okay, you have a higher knowing, and you have divine guidance. All right, ancestors are watching. Preparation is coming to fruition. What you've been working on is finally going to start paying off. All right. It says trust and strategizing. What do you believe toxic people were capable of? And over here we have not a final ending, lessons learned, and completion. Okay, I feel you've been strategizing your way out of this karmic cycle that you've been in. All right, and then it's funny. I was just about to mention this. I have number 7 right here. I was just about to mention these next 3 cards. 3 plus 4, 7. 1 plus 6, 7. 6 plus 1, 7. 777. Okay, you might be seeing 777. We have 7 there on the bottom. It says ancestral wisdom, time to replenish, and resonating. Okay, so if this, I will say this, if the message is resonating, please click like and subscribe and hang in there for the rest of my videos. Time to replenish. And as far as your ancestral wisdom, it's time for you to start expressing, is what I heard. Okay, in other words, if you're interested in your ancestry history, there is, what is it, ancestry.com or any of those. From my perspective, I would say if you do tarot, okay, if you pull your own cards, go ahead and look into, there is a book by Nancy Hendrickson, and it's called Ancestral Tarot. Check it out. I've checked it out, and that's how I actually got to learn a little bit more about my ancestry as far as who's coming in when I am speaking with spirit, because you don't always know. Okay, so that could resonate with somebody. Okay, also wills could be significant. We have the courage to step into life and grace and generosity. Okay, with benefactor, you might be having somebody coming in as benefactor in your life. Okay, maybe there's an inheritance somewhere. Again, that number 7 popped out. They could be mad. Oh well, let them stay mad. You know your worth. You're moving forward because you do know your worth. And you finally said enough is enough. Okay, we have magic manifestation, making it happen. You are manifesting the magic in your life. Okay, and take it how it resonates. When I say magic, I don't mean Hollywood magic. I mean magic as in you got tired of a certain situation and you started moving some pieces around and it feels like magic, like you're actually starting to smile again. Okay, we have spirituality, religion, royalty, luxury, devotion, mystery, magic again. Okay, with the crown chakra. All right, this is about your wisdom, your ancestral wisdom. All right, perhaps perhaps you're looking into religion again, or you might be exploring your spirituality, and that is okay. All right, you might come from royalty. Purple might even be your favorite color. All right, we have cleanse your space. All right, don't be shy, and someone has taken notice. Cleansing your space. Personally, sage is a good one, and then I'll go through my home with sage, and then sometimes I'll go through with Palo Santo for basically clearing the energy. Like one cleanses and one clears and brings in positive energy. Okay. Someone has taken notice. Okay. And we have 2 sides of the coin: partnerships, deep connection, alignment, soulmates, lovers, duality, balance, harmony, and peace. I feel you have somebody coming in. I've been getting a partnership coming in. Okay. We have pentagram, which is coming together of the elements. We have spirit, water, fire, earth, air. Okay, this could be part of Wicca, witchcraft, spells, magic, protection. All right, the pentagram, actually, that circle means bringing it all together. Okay, coming together of the elements, and spirit is an element. They look at you like a snack, jealousy and envious. Somebody's watching you. I heard in the distance. Keep them at a distance. All right, no matter how close they are, keep them at a distance. 111 intuition. Your intentions are manifesting quickly. Make sure you are focusing on what you truly want, not on what you don't want. Okay? The way that you're going to manifest positive abundance in your life is to think about that. Okay? Do not stay in that lack mindset that I've been talking about. All right? Most High sees all. And we have water with relationships, subconscious, love, intuition, psychic abilities, dreams. And in recent weeks, I've had a grandmother spirit coming through, and she has been saying she sees what's going on. Okay, she sees what's going on behind the scenes, and she, as far as ancestral wisdom, get to know a little bit more about your ancestry. Okay, there's more wisdom there than what's been presented to you. This one's just flopping in the wind. All right. We have root of opportunity, confidence, power, and action. Yeah, be confident. All right. There is something to learn from your ancestry. All right. And take it how it resonates. But I don't feel it's something that you're going to find in paperwork. I feel, unless it's like old letters, old notes, because you got to think back, they didn't have computers. If we're talking about a grandmother spirit, she may or may not have been familiar with computers. Okay, perhaps you might be coming across pictures. You might have a family member visit you in a dream. Okay, take note of these things that cross your path. Okay, we have gratitude, releasing and receiving. You're finally releasing the barriers that held you back for so long. Okay, they continue to plot against you. Your angels are on your side. Again, your ancestors are there. You just need to figure out, in your own way, how to communicate with them. Okay, it's okay to sit in silence in nature and just listen to the birds and the wind. And what comes across your mind is more than likely what Spirit is trying to tell you. Again, keep it positive. All right, manifest positive thoughts. We have King of Cups and Queen of Pentacles tries to expose an Empress. I am the Empress in my story. Collective, you are the Empress in your story. Alright? You're nurturing, you're caring, you're honest. And you like to stay grounded, is what I heard. Be real with the duality of passion and ability. Just because one is stronger, balance for success. Alright? I've been saying, don't lead with your passion, but best believe bring it with you, okay? Just don't lead with it, but bringing it with you will keep up that momentum. All right, we have February. You might have been working on something since February. All right, major change since February. Transformation, endings and beginnings, spiritual growth, rebirth with the planet of Pluto. Okay, and Pluto is in Aquarius, and Aquarius is known for moving on very quickly. Okay, like Aquarius does have the ability to move on very quickly. Alright, you're no longer going to be desperate, and you've already made the sacrifice. Yeah, you're ascending, and you're protected. You've already made sacrifice. Alright, your strength has gotten you through. We have abundance, prosperity, success, work. Your strength is getting you closer to your success. We have love, romantic love, self-love. You do have a partnership coming in. Third party is involved, okay? One to 4 days, you could be having someone coming in. Just being near you is intoxicating. And we have structure, routine, grounding, and physical world. So within the next 1 to 4 days, I have a message that you're going to be meeting someone. and it's going to be like a long-term partnership. Just being near you is intoxicating. This person's actually going to enjoy being in your company. Integrity, strength, life, growth. Yeah, you're going to be building something with this person. All right, this could be romantic, friendly, it could be coworkers. Somebody is coming in for the long run, and this is going to be good for you. And this is happening because you've released toxic people from your life recently. Like, you've made space for new positive people to come in. All right, we have embrace what you're being called to do. It just further explains, embrace this connection that's fixing to happen. We have Archangel Michael. All right, he comes in to protect you against your enemies with wise energy. A scapegoat situation is what Archangel Michael is in the picture for. Confirmation. You go left while everyone else goes right. And you know what? That is not an issue. That makes you unique. And help others understand, okay? You have something to offer. Treat yourself. Engage in your passion. Peace, spirit, clear, clean, pure, simple, spiritual, bridal. You might be getting married. Just throwing that out there, okay? For a few selected of you, this person that's coming in might be your new boo. Expanded being is the aura. Alright, you're expanding. Think white light. Ooh, alright, that was a lot. I'm gonna go ahead. We have 1 to 3 weeks. Royalty, power, sovereignty, hierarchy, legacy. Yeah, you finally took sovereignty. You're in charge of your own sovereignty. We have happiness, optimism, hopefulness, positivity, warmth, radiance, personal power. Okay, with solar plexus, color yellow. We have in the present, right? You are shining your brightest right now. 444, you are protected. You are completely surrounded by angels. You are being guided through whatever you are focusing on. Don't lead with passion, bring it with you. Again, I just mentioned that, as far as exactly what it says, don't lead with passion, bring it with you. Best believe, just bring it with you. Don't lead with it because you can get burned out. Alright? The cycle of life and death with Ouroboros. We have number 33, a number of success and growth. And actually, back up here, we have 3, 30, which 3, and then we have another 3. And those were divine guidance, higher knowing, trust and strategizing, grace and generosity. Okay? Inspiration and imagination. Alright, so have an open imagination about the situation. Alright? And trust that spirit is coming in. You may see a white owl, or you could possibly see a crow. And this is spirit letting you know, the crow with the 44, this is spirit letting you know that they are here, they are watching, and they not only see the good that you've been doing, they also see the toxicity that you cut out of your life, okay? High vibrational creativity, divine inspiration, creating your own destiny. And that's exactly what you're doing. It's success and growth. Kick back and gather your thoughts. I was just about to grab a drink of water. My throat is really, really dry. Kicking back and gathering your thoughts. Alright, change is coming. Be prepared, is what I just heard. Circles, wholeness, perfection, totality, never-ending cycles. Alright? I heard you're starting a new cycle. Alright? You finally ended the never-ending cycles, and you're beginning a new cycle. Okay? A mask is falling off, and the people that you let go of did not see you for your authenticity. Alright? Right there. Number 9, the end of a cycle, completion, accomplishment, finishing things up, endings, and wholeness. Alright? You got the wholeness with the totality of the circle. September. I have been feeling you'll see the fruits of your labor by September. Okay, you will actually be seeing results. I've seen you with your family. Don't rip mine apart. Keep those toxic people out of your life. Alright? Do not let them in. We have gold on the bottom. Prosperity, wealth, money, riches, power, success, illumination, higher spiritual ascension, wisdom. We have connection to the soul and higher self. Alright, so by September, you're gonna, one, know more about your ancestry. Two, know more about your higher calling. And three, you're gonna start seeing your reward. Okay, your riches starting to unfold. I heard it could be an inheritance too. We have 888 with balance, lots of money. Okay, again, by September, you should be seeing the fruits of your labor. All right. Financial abundance is on its way to you right now. You are aligned with the money which you desire. Okay, your money could start picking up as of now. We have March. All right, either you've been working on something since March, or by March of next year, you're not going to recognize who you embodied in, say, 2024, 2025, or even 2026. Okay, in 2027, in March, I hear for some of you, you're not even going to recognize the person that you were. And I just heard those around you will not recognize you. You're not the same person. We have waning crescent with intuition and surrender. You've already surrendered yourself, okay, to the cycles of the moon. All right, you've already embodied. I'm hearing this feminine spirit. We have Archangel Raphael, help with healing, protection, and journeys. Okay, you are protected on this journey that you're fixing to take, and they have regrets. Directions are changing. Still, do not let this person in, is what I'm hearing. Do not. And I'm going to keep saying that throughout my readings, because letting go of toxic relationships, toxic friendships, it opens you up to new opportunity. Okay? We have creativity, birth, collaboration, Holy Trinity, expansion, growth, teamwork. And we got 33 up there. So you could be seeing 333, again, 333. All right? Your intuition is opening up. And maybe the one person coming in may lead to a collaboration. Okay? It may lead to further teamwork. All right, we have 1111, a powerful manifestation number, intuitive, psychic, enlightenment, breakthrough, and awakening. Right here, I have intuition. Right here, I have dark night of the soul. I feel you went through dark night of the soul, releasing these people after their mask fell off. Okay, we have cool, neutral, conservative, boredom, authentic, emotionless, lost, depression. All right. Let me grab some from the other one. Make this more of a... Ooh, I just seen karmic and karmic. As I was lifting up the cards, it caught this. Karma is coming full circle. Alright, again, we got the circle there. And a bitter karmic. Okay, talking about a karmic energy that's in the distance. Keep them in a distance. Communication, messages, self-expression, and ideas. When they do come in, they're expecting you to communicate. Okay? And the best self-expression that you can have, like throughout your ideas, the best self-expression that you can have is to not give them what they want. Okay. Feeling not okay, but everything's going to be alright. Okay, perhaps this situation has completely made you feel uneasy because of the labels that you and these people had between you. Okay, perhaps they've been there for years. Alright, and you're feeling not okay, but everything is going to be alright. Yeah, there's a wolf in sheep's clothing, and this is who you've pushed away and pushed out of your energy, and it's transforming you. Be creative in how you express your story. Yeah, because now you have a story to tell. This person was holding you back way too much. We have eternal life, wisdom, insight, and protection. You already know that you're protected. and your insight has been opening up, and your wisdom, your ancestral wisdom, all right, you're starting to understand the contract that you set forth to complete. You're starting to realize what your purpose is here, all right? Whether that be, again, I'm always going to mention, like, within a love, a friendship, or a partnership, like, it has to do with connection. Okay, you were sent here to connect with people, not to be locked away. All right. We have royalty, sovereignty, legacy, power, hierarchy. Like I just said, you were not meant to be locked away. You were not meant to be kept a secret. You are meant to actually shine your light and trust the universe. Okay? The universe, God, whoever it is, or, whatever it is that you look up to. Understand, if you're getting positive messages, then obviously, like, follow them. Okay, signs and synchronicities come into our life when we don't realize that we need them, okay, or we don't understand them. So if you are seeing 333, 111, 777, 888, like, if you don't understand what that means, please go look it up and look up the synchronicity, and then look up spiritual meaning, all right? And start to get familiar, so that when you see these times on the clocks, or you see these in addresses or license plates, you start to see these synchronicities. Understand it is spirit trying to guide you and tell you, you know, the direction for your next step, right? Or if you're on the right path, or if there's something you need to adjust. Okay, pay attention. Purge through material items. This is a very big one. I'm hearing purge through the things that no longer bring you joy. Okay, if it's attached to this karmic person whose mask fell off, you may want to start purging through those items, because every time you see them, it's just going to bring up those negative memories, those negative emotions, and that doesn't spark joy in people. Confirmation with yes. Balance, material and physical with emotional and spiritual. Support, nurture, heal, luck, and victorious. Sorry, there is a bug flying around. See, they're stealing your energy. Okay, I just had a card fly off, and it says protecting the future with number 3, which I look at that as, plan and double check, because again, you are being watched. And I'm not saying, like, be careful and watch what you do. I'm saying be smart about where you're moving. Where you're moving, that's interesting. Okay, you could be moving, but be smart about, like, strategically how you maneuver through this new cycle of life. Okay, and it is like balance in between, as far as your connection to the divine. Purge through the material items. Okay, it needs to be balanced. If you are sitting in nothing but clutter of toxic negative memories, then you're not exactly going to ascend to the heights that you believe you are. Okay, triangle, manifestation, enlightenment, creativity, higher awareness, and revolution. Yeah, purge through those items. On the bottom we have eyebrow, power, protection, royal, authority, fury, and sun god. And it's the right eye. Okay, it could be something with your right eye here recently. I don't know why, I just heard a sty. Okay. I just saw you could be in between lashes. Alright, and we have past July awakening. Okay, you woke up and you were going through an awakening in July of I heard 2025 or last year. Okay, it's time to go outside your comfort zone. You went outside of your comfort zone and you changed a lot. Another synchronicity, 555. Trust that this transition is for your highest good. Things are going to get exciting. Victory is underway. Someone does still have a mask on, so don't be careful, but keep them at a distance. All right, be careful as far as don't get back in, and know your worth. You know your worth. Heart opening, love, beauty, and be strategic. Okay, right here, trust and strategizing with the chess queen. All right, be strategic about. I heard about the ones that you allow in. Okay. We have number 9, not a final ending, lessons learned and completion. Alright, you're coming to a completion, and you've already been through the dark night of the soul on the bottom of the deck. Alright, collective, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there because I feel this was a lot of information. Again, those synchronicities 111, 333, 555, 777, 888. We got 44 with perfect storm, the courage to step into life. So, yeah, you're finally courageous and victory is underway because you already know your worth. Just, again, the reminder is keep those toxic people out of your life, and there are other ways to figure out your ancestry without going through those toxic people. Okay, you just have to explore your options. All right, so thank you, collective. Please like, subscribe, and leave me something in the comments. Let me know how these messages are resonating with you. Okay, I thank you so much, and you have a great day.